when you're looking to get into drones, there's two main types. There's your camera drones and there's your FPV. And I've always wondered, what is the best of these two? So we're going to do a head-to-head comparison. See which drone performs the best in which situation. Now we're going to start off with camera quality and the more cinematic aspect to it. So starting off with the DJI, it's a lot more smooth movements, but it has a more cinematic aspect to it. Where if we try to do the same shot with the FPV, it just doesn't look the same. But then with this FPV, you can get more speed and you can get a different aspect to the shot. Now we're going to jump in with creativity. Again, the DJI looks a lot more laid back and smooth, where with the FPV, you can add more tricks and a lot more different style to it. And for this category, I think FPV wins, because you can tell how when you're flying with the FPV, you can get more style and different aspects to the shot. You know, you can dive into a shot, where with the DJI, you can mainly just kind of glide over. I mean, there's not really a lot of aspects to the shot. Now the third thing is range, and right off the bat, I'm going to tell you that DJI is going to win this one. Now, you can get a long range system for FPV, but still, you're not going to beat 8 to 10 miles range worth of DJI. Where with the FPV, if I'm trying to max out with the best specs I can get, I might get half of what the DJI can get. So it's not really a fair comparison on this one. So the point goes to DJI. The fourth one's going to be difficulty. And this is going to be which one is the hardest to fly and do what you need it to do. And now FPV is going to be a lot harder, but with that, you can feel more in tune to flying the drone yourself, how it operates, and you have full control. For example, it would be like an automatic versus a manual car. A manual, you have full control over what gears you're in and you're more in tune with the car. Whereas with an automatic, the car does all that for you. That's kind of like DJI and FPV. Where DJI, you really just need to know how to go up and down, left, right, and all the basic controls. And you can probably learn in an hour or so. Whereas with an FPV, it might take you anywhere from 3 to 10 hours. That's the best way I can explain it. The easiest drone is DJI, so point goes to DJI. Now the fifth one's going to be price, and I can tell you right now, FPV is going to be a lot cheaper. Now it does depend on what route you can go. You can go with the most expensive gear and you'll be way over the DJI price. Or you can go cheaper on your gear and have a lower price. But see, that's the good thing. You can choose and pick what type of gear you want, and you can choose your price. If you're trying to buy a DJI, you're limited to their price, and you're limited to whatever price the drone is. So the point goes to FPV. You know, the last and final one's going to be the fun factor. And I can tell you right now, if you've never flown an FPV, you're definitely going to want to. With FPV, you can fly and get all the shots you want, and you can feel like you're actually flying because you have full control over the drone. Now, don't get me wrong, DJI is still fun to fly, but it's a little bit different. And now kind of use this as a judgment on what type of drone to get if you're looking to get either a DJI or an FPV. I'm Zane Shaw, and keep flying.